Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, May 23rd. Looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and NQ. All right, so first the good news. Good news is we made an all-time high today in ES, NQ, SPX, and the NASDAQ. Now for some bad news. The overnight highs are our all-time highs, so those don't generally hold. So that's good news for bulls. We should go get them at some point. However, we have excess at the overnight high, especially in NQ, not so much in ES, but we have excess, at least short term, in regular trade now is at the all-time high in ES and in NQ. Now, excess ends one auction and begins another. That's basically what happened today. We opened up an A period with a gap and drove straight down and then went trend down. ES ends with an outside day down, okay? Now, NQ does not. NQ saved that late in the day. I had to leave early. I left at 3:30, but NQ rallied in M period and closed above yesterday's low. Now, what this also does is it puts us back to balance on the daily. ES's balance is today, the high and the low. So if we take out today's low tomorrow, we're down on the daily. We take out today's high tomorrow, we're up on the daily. We have an inside day, it's still balanced. So even though it's a one-day balance, it encompasses all this. So basically 7 days. Now NQ also came back into balance, but their balance low to me is the 15th low. And I'll show that to you on the chart. It'll be easier on the chart. Actually, you know what? It'll be easier. I'm going to put this in bigger increments. So here's NQ. Okay? They were up. Now, for me, I'm going to use still the 15th low as their balance low. Again, it's subjective. If you want to say you're using, let's say Thursday, you're using today's low or last Friday's low, again. But I think we still have the gap below us. Now, ES filled that gap. By the way, SPY did not. NQ didn't even come close to that gap. So I'm going to give NQ their due, at least for another day. And for now, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Use the 15th low still as my balance low on the daily. And then after tomorrow, when we do the recap of all the charts, we'll make a decision going from there. Okay? So ES ends with an outside day down, a trend day down, and excess at the all-time high. NQ ends up with a trend day down, excess at the all-time high. Righty goes out with a trend day down on the daily now. They came out of balance on the daily. Look at this, down. And their weekly is back to balance. So again, we'll see if righty is the canary in the coal mine, signifying that, at least for temporarily, we have tops in. Not sure. Today's range ended up being the third highest of the year, $8.35. That's the good news. The bad news, volume's still horrible. So if you're a bull, that's pretty good. Now, the real selling didn't start till later when they went trend in I period, but we did drive straight down from the opening, and the volume is still only 57 million. Now, NVIDIA backed off its highs, but still closed up $88 on the day. So that move down was not NVIDIA driven, okay? The market as a whole came off right when we gapped higher this morning. We did clear up a lot of poor stuff. Remember all those highs we had in ES? Clean them up. There were some lows too at the lows. Clean those up. However, we now left more stuff to take care of. We have today's low, 20 white overnight pocket single prints from the 14th below us. And we have today's single prints above us and the outside day down. Value ended up unchanged. So it didn't even end up overlapping a lower. NQ's value ended overlapping to higher. So a lot of different things, moving parts happening here. I had a good day overall. Not going to go over all the trades since I'm doing this late. Had a couple losses I had in C period. I didn't think we'd have single prints in NQ. I longed it, got out for a loss. Well, we took the single prints back right away in D. So after we did do that, I didn't think we would. We had a very nice B-shape forming for long liquidation. So I didn't really expect this kind of downdraft in I period. But thank goodness I didn't get caught in it. I did take a small loss on a long in I, but recognized that this market wanted to go trend and got out of it very quickly. I had some good shorts in J period in NQ, and overall in the day, I had some good trades, especially early on. I did miss a short. I did short and ES up here in G period. That was nice. Didn't hold it for long. NQ, I did not take it in F period. I was eating lunch. But I also could have taken that in G period against F's high. And those would have turned out to be a beautiful afternoon rally high short in NQ. ES never had the afternoon rally high. We didn't take out a time frames high in the afternoon there. But I still took the short against E and F's high at that time. So it was a good day overall. Another thing, we saw the market well. We kept the room out of trouble. So again, key points of what we provide here at CamelbackTrading.org. As far as reference points go, in SPY, we have single prints, 526.32 to 57. Second set is rather large, 526.86 to 528.83. They're almost $2. So it's a large set. And then we have today's high, all-time high, 533.07, and the overnight all-time high of 534. In ES, all-time overnight high, 68.25. Regular trade now is 38.25 all-time high. Single print, start, 95.50, get filled at 15. Again, $2. Second set is small, 90.25 to get filled at 92.50. Today's low of 73.50. Now, let's go to these charts. Now, tomorrow I will recap all of these indices charts, but let's look at a couple of them right now. So here's SPY, ES and SPY. So today, remember we said, look, not that I thought it would happen today, because I didn't, okay, especially with the all-time high. But we did say this was going up on fumes, and don't be surprised if we get a flush. Well, we got that, right? We got an $8 flush from the highs to the lows. Is that enough? We'll see. We did take care of a lot of stuff. Look, we wiped out a lot of stuff from the past 6 days. Now, ES filled this gap. SPY did not. Still leaves about $1 of it. So we'll see if that's enough, and that's all they want to do. We get an inside day tomorrow, and then maybe, resume what we were doing next week to the upside. Remains to be seen. Tomorrow's another day before a 3-day holiday. If today's volume wasn't that good, I don't expect tomorrow's to be either. But at least we got extension today. We'll see if that carries forward tomorrow. So ES and SPY are in. Basically, you can call it a 7-day balance, but the entire range is today. Now, the weekly's still healthy, as is the monthly. Now, look at triple Qs is different on the daily. Qs did not have an outside day down like ES did, and they're nowhere near the 15th low. So again, we came back to balance. It's all subjective. Do you want to just call today the whole balance like ES? The reason ES is more favorable to me for today is because it encompassed the other 6 days in front of it. NQ does not do that. So I might, it depends on how we act tomorrow, still use the 15th low as my balance low on the daily. Not sure yet, but I might. All right? And the other thing, IWM real quickly, and then we'll came back into balance on the weekly. Look at that. It took out last week's low. So as of now, it's a 3-week balance, unless we go down a lot more tomorrow, and then maybe we'll make it a 4-week balance. But for now, it's 3, and the daily certainly down. Hope you had a good day trading. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.